Welcome into the New Orleans Saints podcast. You'll hear from players, coaches, broadcasters, and writers that cover the NFL on a daily basis. The New Orleans Saints podcast starts right now. Here's your host, Erin Summers.
Welcome into the New Orleans Saints podcast. I'm Erin Summers. The Saints picked up two receivers in free agency, New Orleans native Stanley Morgan and former Dolphin Cedrick Wilson. Morgan is a 4-year NFL vet, originally signed as an undrafted free agent in 2019 by the Bengals out of Nebraska. He is a former standout at St. Aug's and has excelled on special teams during his Bengals career, recording 30 stops in 51 games and catching 5 passes for 29 yards. Wilson is a 6-year NFL vet who was originally selected in the 6th round of the 2019 draft out of Boise State. He was picked by the Dallas Cowboys. In 6 seasons with the Cowboys and the Dolphins, where he played from 2022 to 2023, Wilson has played in 68 regular season games with 7 starts and has career totals of 101 receptions for 1,269 yards and 11 touchdowns. We'll have both receivers on the podcast today with Stanley Morgan and myself first, then John DeShazier joins me, and Cedrick Wilson. Stanley, thank you so much for joining us on the New Orleans Saints podcast. Congratulations on signing. How was it to put pen to paper?
It was amazing. Thank you so much. Yes.
How was this past week or so dealing with the free agency and trying to decide where you're going to land?
It was very busy, just trying to figure out, if I was going to have a home anyway, so coming here was amazing,
Yeah.
Signing here.
Speaking of, if you're going to have a home, you got to come literally back home. Mm. How cool is that?
It's amazing. I mean, my mom doesn't have to get on a plane no more. My grandmother can come watch me play, practice, I have an opportunity.
I've been talking to a couple of other players that signed. They don't know a lot about New Orleans. What is it that you love about this city?
The food, the culture. All my family's here. I was born and raised here, so just everything about it is everything.
What has the reaction been like from your family?
They're overwhelmed with joy. A lot of friends are happy, so just joy, just loving that I'm here, loving that I'm home.
How many messages did you have? How many people reached out?
A lot. I still haven't opened up all my messages, so thanks to everybody who has messaged me.
Yeah, you'll get there, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to game time, how many tickets do you think you're going to have to try to finagle?
A lot. I'm assuming a lot, but, it's first come, first serve, especially with the family, so, you just got to have to say no sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like mom and grandma trump everybody.
Everybody.
When you're thinking about that game, your first game, the first time you get a run out of the tunnel for in the Superdome, have you ever envisioned that moment, growing up? Kind of, I assume a Saints fan?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I am. Growing up, it was probably it was kind of like a dream,
Yeah.
You always dreamed of being a football player in the NFL, first of all, and to be home playing in front of your friends and family, that's surreal. It's crazy.
How many times have you been in the Superdome and played there?
Once.
Okay.
I played there when I was with the Bengals.
And how was that? Just kind of experiencing that environment.
I mean, as soon as I was there, or as soon as I got there, I was stretching and I saw my cousin, in the working the stands. So it's like everybody I know here is working here or has something to do with the Saints or the Pelicans. Like my auntie works in the front desk here, so it's really awesome.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's wild.
That's just so cool that your family already works at the organization and now you get to come back and be here. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a full circle moment. Did you think that it would ever happen this way?
No, I didn't think I was gonna ever be a Saint. I just thought, I was just gonna be playing football at other places and just come here in the summer and just enjoy myself. But I didn't ever think I was gonna be a Saint, no.
In your journey to get to the NFL, you were undrafted. What did it take for you to land somewhere?
Just hard work. Going undrafted is and then staying in the league for so long is almost uncanny,
Mm-hmm.
So just working hard and just sticking to my craft and trusting in myself.
Yeah, you've made your name on special teams, obviously very good. And in that regard, what do you hope to bring here to the Saints?
Energy. I mean, just everything I bought my whole life, just my good genuine love and just passion for the game, just hoping that, the team just, pick my brain about New Orleans, just anything they need, I'm here, you know what I'm saying? So just being the player I've always been.
When you were coming out of St. Aug's, which is awesome that it's crazy that you're from here. Not a lot of players on the Saints are from this area. Obviously, Tyrann Mathieu, somebody that is. But you had offers from Clemson, Georgia, Michigan State, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Ohio State, Tennessee, Utah, and UCLA. And you chose Nebraska. Why?
When I went out there for the first time, that was my only official visit, by the way. So when I went out there, the coach, obviously, he came, to my practice at St. Aug, and I thought that was very, very wow. He come in my practice in the 7 ward, so it was like, okay, they love me. So and then when I went out there, it was just, I fell in love with the fans and the community, bunch of nice people. It was just a new opportunity for me to be myself and be different.
You had a lot of success in college. How difficult was it for you to accept a role in special teams rather than just being a straight receiver?
It didn't bother me at all. I didn't really see it no different. I just felt like it was just a new thing in my life, to learn. And I actually fell in love with it, just learning the special teams and learning how to tackle. I never had to tackle in my life. So being out there on that field and making every tackle and learning is just something new. I love new things to challenge me.
Have you met our special teams coordinator?
Yes, I have.
You talked about bringing some energy. Riz has got some energy. How much are you looking forward to getting to work with him some? I'm
excited. I'm always excited to, be in a new place. But just with my new coaches and everything and just, I know about the special teams here too, so I know how they go about their day. So I'm just excited. I'm very excited.
How about being in that wide receiver room? There are a lot of young guys with Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed that, have made a name for themselves early in their career. To be able to be a part of that and to learn a new system with them, how much are you looking forward to that aspect?
I'm looking forward to it every day. I keep texting my coach, when the playbook's coming out or when can I get an iPad. But, it's new to me too. I play mostly special teams. So just to be in a room with these young guys and learn, you know what I'm saying? And if I can give them experience, if I can, they can pick my brain as well. So the same for both of us.
Yeah, how beneficial is that for you to know that everybody's kind of coming in with a clean slate, a new coach, everyone's kind of going to be learning at the same time that you are? I
mean, it's an opportunity with a capital O. So, yeah. I mean, just opportunity is slim to none. You know how that is for us athletes. So just being in a fresh room and getting a fresh start is a go.
Obviously, growing up a Saints fan, what is it that you loved about this organization?
The culture. I mean, the owners are just so involved. I mean, when we won the Super Bowl, I got probably a week off from school. I mean, it's just when the Saints do something for the city and do it big, the fans in the city are going to follow behind the Saints. The Saints just kind of set the tone for the city.
What was that week like? How old were you when the Saints won?
I was in middle school, I believe. It was amazing. I mean,
did you go to the parade?
Yeah, of course. After Katrina happened, so it just brought joy back to the city. So it was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah, going through Katrina, what was your situation?
I left kind of the day before, I want to say, or 2 days before, maybe the day before, and I just went to Baton Rouge. So it took about 15 hours for a 45-minute ride, and it was just crazy. But I was younger, so I didn't really know it was a worldwide thing.
Yeah.
I just thought it was Louisiana, and then but
it's just raining. All right, we're gonna go on a trip.
Yeah, but it was crazy, So it's a moment you'll never forget.
Yeah, and then obviously the Saints having the impact that they did and bringing joy to the city after something like that, just to be a part of an organization that can do that for a city must be special for you. Obviously, growing up here in this area, any of the players on this team that you already know that you're looking forward to getting on the field with?
Oh yeah, for sure. JT, special teamer. Me and him. We did a couple battles together. I'm excited to work with him and learn from him. Tyrann, I already know Tyrann. Me and T-Man went to, I was the ball boy when he was at St. Aug at the time, so I know T-Man from the neighborhood and just a couple other players that I'm glad to meet.
How has your relationship with Tyrann progressed from when you were picking up equipment at practice for him?
Just amazing, going through my college process as well, too, and just going undrafted as well, too. He kind of kept in my ear, just keeping me motivated, keeping me going. So we have a good relationship, yes.
It's been interesting, his career path as well. Obviously he had some stuff that he went through at LSU, but he battled back and did so well with the Chiefs, and now he's back home as well. How inspirational has his story been?
Oh, very inspirational. I mean, when I was younger, he used to come talk to us at Milne because I used to play with his brother in puck ball. So just seeing his story and how it is, he's a New Orleans living legend right now. So just knowing that it's possible for everybody down here to do the same thing.
Yeah, he's done a lot of work giving back to the community. And do you plan to kind of dive in and give back to the place that you're from?
Of course, I always do. Of course.
Outside of football, what do you like?
I like golfing right now. I'm just getting into it. It's picking my brain. It's driving me crazy. But I think golfing is one of my things that I like right now. Riding bikes sometimes. I love riding motorcycles, so can't do that right now because of practice.
Are you even allowed to, I don't know if the front office needs to listen to this, but are you allowed to ride motorcycles? Is that not something you can't do in contract?
It's not in my contract, no. And it's just like a cruiser. It's not nothing crazy.
Okay,
it's just like something that get you going.
So we're not like dirt biking and going off jumps and getting crazy?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Golf, when did you pick it up?
About 2 years ago.
And you haven't mastered it yet?
No, but I just broke 80. Okay, so that's big.
All right.
That's big for me right now. Yeah.
I was just talking to Nathan Peterman. He said he likes golf as well, so he was planning on getting on some courses around here. So you guys can definitely link up. What are your summer plans?
My summer plans is to focus on getting better and just I might take one trip with my fiance and just hang out.
When's the wedding?
We haven't planned yet. I just proposed not too long ago.
Okay, how'd that go?
It went
Obviously,
great.
it went well. She said yes.
It went great. It went great.
What did you do?
We just went on a dinner. I wasn't even going to propose, but it was just a special night, so it just happened.
Wait, did you have the ring on you?
I decided to get the ring when I was like walking out the door, so it was like, wow.
Okay. So you had it for a little while.
Had it for about 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
And you were just waiting for the moment to strike. Was she surprised? Yeah.
She was very surprised, yeah.
Do you have an idea of where you guys are going to get married?
We'll probably do like a travel wedding because I'm from here and she's from here, so we know a lot of people. So we might just do like something for our families when we get back. But other than that, I don't think we're going to do the wedding here.
Okay, so you're not even going to invite people to your wedding.
I am. Don't say that. I am. Don't say that. Don't say that.
You're like, I'm going to have a destination wedding to cut down on the guest list.
Nah, that's not true. I'm going to invite people. Yeah.
You'll have a big party back here in New Orleans because that's one thing this place knows how to do, is have a good party. Well, we're excited to have you here with the Saints. Looking forward to seeing you on the field at OTA start.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, congratulations and welcome.
Thank you.
Cedrick, thank you so much for joining us on the New Orleans Saints podcast. Welcome to the team.
Thank you for having me.
How excited were you when you finally got to sign?
Definitely was excited. Like I told some of the coaches, I came on a visit my rookie year, but that was like 6 years ago now. So come full circle to come back to New Orleans is definitely going to be exciting.
How many times have you been back here in your NFL career?
Playing career, I think maybe once, maybe twice. I think that's about it. Not too many times, though.
And what do you know about playing in the Superdome then?
Last time I was there, I think it was loud. I remember that, and it is definitely a football environment.
Cedrick, how cool is it, I guess, to be remembered by the organization? Because a lot of times you'll see organizations interview guys or, do free agent visits with them for later in case the guy becomes available again, and they'll say, okay, we at least have some background on him.
I mean, definitely it feels good to know I stayed on some people's minds for sure, but just to get with the new coaches that have just came here and they've been watching my career as long with their path going on, and for all of us to meet here is definitely something special.
Okay, how do you fit here? Because look, let's be honest here. This team needs receivers. it needs receivers. We know that you are a receiver and that you can play in the slot, and so where do you feel like your role will be here?
I mean, whatever the role is, I'm not sure what it will be just yet since the off season is now, but I can tell you whatever it is, I'm going to do it to the best of my ability for sure. And when the ball comes my way, I'm going to catch it.
How exciting is the free agency process? Because, it's kind of like, it's not quite college recruiting. Well, I guess it would be like college recruiting now with NIL, huh? But it's kind of like being recruited and people saying, look, we want you, we like you, we like what we see from you. How was that process?
Different each time. It depends if if you did good the past season, of course, free agency might be a little interesting because a lot of people are going to want you. But it's always a bittersweet feeling because you've made somewhere home for 1, 2, or 3 years, and you work with different people and you build relationships, and then it's just swept away. So it's always a bittersweet feeling. But then, I mean, who doesn't like moving and seeing new cities? And obviously, I get to play the game I love. So definitely a blessing, and I think it's bittersweet. I wouldn't just say exciting every time.
How much do you know about this offense?
I just ran it in Miami, so I think I'm going to be very familiar with it. And I just actually went upstairs and saw some coaches and got to take a few sneak peeks. So definitely comfortable with it, and pretty much basically just switching teams.
It's interesting because most of the players here haven't played in a Clint Kubiak, Shanahan system. So what is it that we're going to like about it from a fan's perspective?
From the offensive side, it's going to definitely give you a lot of excitement. And when it's ran right and done properly, you're going to see points scored. So that's definitely what you have to look forward to. And it's going to get everyone involved for sure. And that's probably the biggest part. It's going to put points on the board if you run it right.
What is something that the fans should know about you outside of your game? What do you like to do? Anything unique?
I would say probably two different people. I'm very calm-mannered off the field. I chill with my friends, family for the most part. Video games, even though the fiance doesn't like it, that's all I pretty much do is play Call of Duty. And then travel, I guess. We've gotten big into the traveling out of the country. So that's probably what I do most of my free time.
Okay, so what's your demeanor like on the field then?
Oh no, I'm playing football. It's definitely it's an aggressive sport, so you have to be the most aggressive you can. Some people don't. I feel like some people don't naturally have that aggression, but out there it's kind of you have to flip the switch on your own, and it's to dominate your opponent.
I hate to put the pressure on you, but you mentioned fiance. Is there a date we're looking at, or?
Yes, we are looking 2025. So in May 2025, that's when we're gonna lock it in.
All right. Why May?
That's just what we.
Season,
yeah, it's just what we chose. We got a lot of friends getting married this year, so they kind of took up all the things, took up all the dates from us. So we pushed it back out, and hey, that's when the magic day will happen.
Okay, so there were some rumors that you were on a bachelor party this weekend.
I was. My cousin's bachelor party.
Okay, so not yours.
Not mine.
I was about to say you can either confirm or deny that one. You might want to slide. Okay, but since it wasn't yours.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was my cousin. It wasn't my cousin. I was just showing him a good time. I don't think most of his party has never been to Miami. So I mean. Miami's Miami. So
you look like you're doing pretty good after a weekend in Miami.
No, I didn't indulge in too much. Maybe 1 or 2 days, but they're out there for I think 5 or 6 days. I only hung out with her for 2. So
that ain't a bachelor party. That's like a bachelor month.
That was too long. You definitely saw it on their faces. But no, I was pretty chilled. I mean, I had more important things going on, so I was trying to be there, but also figuring out where my family was going to live and be playing. But nah. It was definitely. I hope the coaches didn't take it the wrong way. That I'm handling business while I'm partying. But.
Well, you do have your family here with you today as you get to sign. So, what does the future look like for you guys? You guys gonna settle in here soon?
I mean, we're probably not gonna settle in here. Home is Texas, so we'll be living definitely right outside the Dallas area, but definitely looking to indulge in much New Orleans lifestyle as possible while we're here. It'll probably do. Definitely mostly just for the season. But, I'm sure the lady loves it. But said the third that he's definitely just wants some space to run around. So I probably feel like he's cool with wherever.
You mentioned the third. So your father played in the NFL for quite some time. What did you learn from him?
Just pretty much work ethic. No matter how things are going for you, just keep working, coming to work. Especially in the receiver position, there's only one ball to go around. So you catch 5 footballs in one game, that's a great game, but it's literally 70 plays. So just keep your head down, keep working, and be accountable, be honest. And if you can't do it, don't lie about it, don't beat around the bush, and just show up. So accountability.
When you were growing up, was that something he wanted you to do? Was he out there like, all right, we're going to go out today and I'm going to throw to you?
I mean, he definitely could tell that I wanted to play sports, but I was torn between football and baseball, like growing up always. Okay. He never told me which one he wanted me to do because I'm pretty sure he wanted me to make my own choice. But after I chose football, yes, he's definitely very harped on what I need to do and what I need.
What position did you play baseball?
I played shortstop, played short, best position on the field, good hands.
Okay.
So couldn't hit that well, probably why I chose football.
Oh, yeah, defensive specialist, but, guaranteed money in baseball, so,
right.
There's always that. Just adapting to New Orleans, and you've been in Miami, obviously. You said, you mentioned Texas has a background, but just adapting to New Orleans, how much, integrated do you plan on being in the community?
I mean, as much as I'm allowed to, I'm not really sure what New Orleans brings, but I know I'll probably be very involved. Like I said, I'm very family-oriented, and now I'm from Memphis, so this is the closest I've been to family, so I'm pretty sure the whole village will be down here, and hopefully we can get some ties between Memphis and New Orleans going and help, obviously, the community that needs help, and because, we do what we love to do every day and just give back some small blessings that we can.
Family Titans fans? Or, excuse me, family used to be Titans fans?
No, they're all over, all different types. They are all different types of fans, and they love arguing with each other about it.
Who are you looking forward to getting on the field with here?
Probably my quarterback, Derek Carr, for sure. And just knowing, I don't really know him as a player or as a person, but I know he has a huge faith in Lord and Savior, and I do as well, so definitely just getting his mindset on that, and then obviously getting connected on the field.
There are a lot of players from the New Orleans area, obviously Tyrann Mathieu being the biggest one, so I'm sure he can kind of show you the ropes, but defensively, the Saints have historically had a good defense. How much does that benefit you as an offensive player?
You love when the defense is doing the thing, because sometimes offense is always based on timing and scoring points, but you don't always get the chance to do that. So if the defense is bailing you out, that's definitely a lot more helpful than obviously the other way. And the saying is defense wins most of the games. So
we need some points here and there too.
Yes. Oh, definitely. No, you got to just points bring the fans. So that's what I'll be focused on.
How familiar are you with head coach Dennis Allen?
Not too familiar. Just based off of my head's been wherever my work has been at. So definitely just getting ready. Definitely ready to get to know him more and see what he holds inside his brain, because I love picking football minds, because that's all I've ever known is football.
Yeah. What are the rest of your off-season plans?
Workout. Got a few more bachelor trips.
I know, you said everyone's getting married.
Everybody's getting married. I got weddings, plural trips and weddings. So workout, it's workout every day, and then when I have to go.
Have to.
Yeah.
I don't know. It sounds like it's going to be a pretty fun summer for you. You'll be here for OTAs?
That is the plan. That is the plan right now, yes,
if you don't have other trips planned.
Yeah, I don't think they have to sprinkle out of here and there.
Yeah.
But for the most part, got to be here for work.
Yeah, how important is that time joining a new team to be able to come out here and get on the field with them early?
I think it's definitely important so you know who you're working with. I'm going out there to battle with new guys, and I would like to know what I want to know their beliefs at the same time they want to know mine. I don't want to go out there with somebody I'm not comfortable with. So definitely, I think that's the OTA process, and just I'm comfortable with the offense already. So I know all the other guys have to get used to the offense, but I just want to get to know the teammates and see what they're all about.
Yeah, you mentioned you have a little boy. How old is he?
Yes, 2.5.
Okay, so he's not into playing sports yet.
No, he's just into running around.
Yeah.
I have a daughter as well. She's 4, but she's just a sweetheart. He's the menace for sure.
Well, we look forward to seeing you on the field here soon. Obviously, the family will have a lot of fun. They can run around on the field after games. It's crazy out there with all the kids.
Okay,
so they'll enjoy that. But congratulations.
Thank you. Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you.
Appreciate the two for joining us on the podcast. We will continue our free agency coverage throughout the week. As always, you can find any news on NewOrleansSaints.com or at Saints on X. If we get any more players in the building, we will have them here on the New Orleans Saints podcast. So make sure you continue to check in on iTunes, Apple Music, wherever you get your pods, or, of course, our website. Thanks so much for listening.
Thanks for listening to the New Orleans Saints podcast. Join us 3 times per week on NewOrleansSaints.com, the Saints mobile app, or you can download the podcast on iTunes. We'll see you next time, right here on the New Orleans Saints Podcast.